I'm Henry with a Y, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about Hurricane Charlie with a Y. So Charlie, she started down here around Cuba in the tropics. At that point, she was still like a tropical depression, tropical storm. But then as she moved up into this warmer water, that's where all the warm water is, and it's really shallow. So as a storm like turbulates and picks up all that water, there's no colder water underneath. So it keeps fueling the storm, and she kept growing. So by the time that she got up here to Florida, Central Florida, she was Category 4 at her peak. And she hit Central Florida on August 13th, a Friday, in 2004. So this is a little satellite photo of her. So about her, she was actually a pretty small storm for the amount of ferocity that she had. So the storm surge was only around 7 feet, and then the pressure was at a low at 941 millibars. But the strongest winds were only 7 miles from the center of the eye, and that's pretty small for how much power she could pack. So she was small but strong. So this is the damage. She hit strongest in Punta Gorda and Captiva Island in those areas in Central Florida. 15 people were killed overall in their whole time. 10 were in the U.S., 4 were in Cuba, and then 1 was in Jamaica. And then she totaled about $15 billion of damage overall, which as of that point was the second most costly hurricane in U.S. history. So just more about the science of something other interesting part about her was that she was predicted originally to get a full head-on hit at Tampa Bay, which would have been extremely destructive because it's a very populated town by the city with lots of high rises and that. But she veered off at the last minute and went for Punta Gorda. So it's not really a win-win either way because both areas are going to get hit. But why do storms veer off and change, and why are they so unpredictable? Is that they start over here in Africa, up there, and they move across east to west with the trade winds. And then once they get into the Caribbean waters, that's where the high pressure systems kind of take over and direct their steering. So high pressure systems move clockwise so that they kind of take the storm from their east to west track and pull them upwards. So that's kind of how the storm veered its track once it got there and ended up not hitting Tampa and hit other towns in Central Florida. I'm Henry. Thanks for watching, and that's it.